Hey, Larry. Sorry we're so late tonight. Sundays are weird. Are you playing? Oh, who's mad at who now?
Stella, what's wrong?
I don't see Lily.
Zell was right there. She was getting mad at her.
Usual targets weren't nearby. How was your mom mean to you? Now that he's cleaning their boxes in there, they're all gonna go in there and hang out, I suppose. You lazy, Doc? Nobody wants to do anything. We'll get out the toys in a minute. If you watched when we were in last night and this morning, when we didn't do a close-up but we were on camera, we got a little cheap feather toy to replace the one that Wilson attempted to eat at Target, I guess yesterday. And they like it, so we'll get that out and play with it. And somebody, I think, sent something from the wish list, so we haven't opened that and looked at it yet. We'll do that on camera in a minute also. No, Doc. We did play with them a little bit earlier, 15 or 20 minutes when we fed them around lunchtime. So they did get a little bit of time out of their room before now. They turned the light off in there by knocking everything just about off of that bookshelf. And a binder or something else fell and hit the light switch as they were knocking it off, so that's why it was on night vision. But we got all that stuff put in drawers to prevent that from happening again. You don't look like you even like being up here, Clara. Keeps looking around like she's afraid something bad's gonna happen to her. Oh. Knocking things off over here now. Haven't you guys done enough of that today already? I think it was Hank trying to get the ribbon dancer toy. You gotta let go of it. I can't play with it if you hold on to it. Is that Stella walking back in with you?
Yeah.
Okay. I just saw her come from this way and I didn't know she was out here. Hey, Lynette. Yeah, we never really know what we're going to get up to on Sundays, so a little bit late. he went out with his metal detector, and I fought with my computer some more. And tried to shop for some pants. Did not succeed.
Metal detecting is a lot more exhausting than any of that.
Yeah, but you got some good stuff. Relatively good. I mean, not like actually
No
antique
silver,
artifacts or
silver, but not a silver coin.
some fun little things and a couple of old coins. Why is it not brightening back up again? Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think there are ever pirates in this area.
No, thieves maybe, but we weren't pirates.
And not a whole lot of battlefields, although probably a handful here and there.
You guys go to Selma for all that.
Mhm.
Selma and Mobile.
Not places like Gettysburg or
Why are you
sort of
biting
thing.
him? Why are you biting on him, Doc?
He bit him and then he gave him a lick. Well, you want to see what's in our box?
Oh, as long as I can sit on the floor and do it.
You're allowed.
My feet and my legs are killing me. You guys just want the box.
They do love a box. You look so big, Doc.
He is big.
You have to lose some weight, probably.
Uh-oh.
I see one thing.
There's a giant Percy on top of the other side of the box and I can't get it open. Maybe we can at least see the tag.
One by one.
This is from Connie.
I don't think she's in here right now, but when she watches later, thank you, Connie.
It says happy 6 months Doc and 5 months Stella's Kittens from Connie.
Yeah, I need to post a picture of them today. Hey, Connie. I didn't see you come in.
Thank you, Connie.
Thank you. I need to post a picture of the littler guys today for their birthday.
Look what you got, Doc.
You don't have to put them both in there to stay with the other kittens. You can have your own.
And a crack toy.
Uh-oh.
This is mega crack toy.
It jingles like the old one.
Wilson's already very interested.
Might have to open it and put it together in the other room so that they don't attack you while you do that. Oh, sorry, Clara. Stepped on your tail.
Just walk over here. Hopefully that's it.
Stumpy. That one's a fancy one. Like I said, we just picked up like a $3 one at Target after he ate the last one, or attempted to eat it. I think they'll be more entertained by that one.
You just wait a minute. You just wait a minute. I have to assemble it before you can try to kill it.
So I said you might need to do it in the other room. I try and pick stuff that has lots of good reviews and isn't the most expensive ones they have. So I think they'll like this one. Okay, he's waiting. Wilson wants it for sure. Hey, Lily. It is Lily, right? Yeah. Hello, Hank. Your mom says, where'd everyone go? Everyone's over here. What just happened in there? You, ma'am.
What are you in there eating that food?
She knocked it off the table.
Comes with extra feathers.
Yeah, came with a second one to replace it when they destroy the first one.
Or in Wilson's case, eats it. I'm gonna set this on top of the bookshelf. Help me remember to get it down.
Okay. Their food dish. Okay, you guys leave that. We're about to play with the other toy.
How's this?
You Stampy.
Oh, cut the plastic off of these. Well, I might as well get one now. Probably gotta read it in a minute.
They do work as good distractions when they bite down on the other toys. On the string toys. Feather toys, whichever.
Excuse me. Excuse me. I don't know if you're supposed to pull these ribbons off, but I normally do just so they don't eat them.
Yeah, we did that on the littler ones too.
Ow, Doc. Come on, give me a minute.
It was just the handle. Yeah, I don't know why they come with the ribbons on them. We took them off the littler ones too, because cats don't need to eat ribbons. Oh, oh, oh. Stepping on things. Oh, stepping on not a cat. Yeah, we'll be sure and put that, whoa, put that box in their room once we get the other one unpackaged. What is her deal? Can you guys hear her from here? She's probably crying because she knows that food's up there.
Stella, what's the problem? You're about to fall.
Stella's in the other room just calling louder than usual.
Careful with this. Come down on that.
What are you doing, Stella? She was trying to eat their food, so we put it where she couldn't get it, and then now she's just walking around making a racket. What are you doing? What? What? What's the deal? You're not as entertaining as them. I better go back and check them out.
Hey, stop it. He didn't mean to do that. Be nice to him.
She always boops them, you know that. Whoop.
This one's a little more sturdy, I think.
Yeah, definitely sturdier than the first one.
We did the echo effect.
Yeah.
They're coming through the computer too. Lionel. Big klutz.
So I'm trying. Can't help it from big and clumsy.
Wilson's trying the Zelda approach.
Oh, wow. You guys are so nice. Connie just said the Amazon list is empty now. Maybe we should add a laser pointer to replace the little cheap one.
Everyone's bought way too much.
Yeah, you guys
Uh-oh.
way too generous.
Uh-oh. Lionel finally caught it.
Oh, you can't do that. If you let it hit the ground, it has to be like 5 cat lengths away. Zelda's getting into it. Don't hit me in the head with it.
Oh no.
That was the worst idea. No, 2 times in a row. You're not doing it right.
You do it. Let him claw you.
Dang it, Wilson, why are you like this?
There we go. Put you on kicker duty.
It's kind of difficult. Don't hit me in the head with it. It's difficult for me to do without filming nothing.
I don't think any bird stands a chance against Wilson. If he ever gets a hold of it, it's over.
Make sure he didn't. He hasn't destroyed it yet. He didn't get to eat it.
You're talking to it, Doc.
He's decided to bide his time today.
He's Wilson. Not you, Clara.
It is a little more difficult with these toys when you've got, what is it? How many are interested in it?
1, 2,
6
3, 4,
kittens.
5, 6, 7.
2 to 3 adult cats. When you've got that many cats chasing after it, you pull it out of one cat's reach and then it's in the other cat's reach.
Twist it up. No. They're gonna stop falling for that eventually.
And we have to use the other feather toy to distract them from the first feather toy. Oh!
Sorry, Zelda.
Oh.
She's alright. Right back. back in the game.
You gotta be careful when she's up there trying to play.
Well, that's the first time she ever lunged at it from the stool. She normally just kind of swats at it.
She has no concern for the safety of her body. Did you give up, bud? She is just carrying on tonight. What are you doing? What are you doing in here? What? She says nothing. Just laying in my bed now. Yeah, she definitely doesn't know how to make friends with the other adult cats.
She's better than she was, but still, they're not the best of friends yet.
Wilson keeps waiting for the opportune moment right now. Oh! It's like my involuntary response when they catch it. No! Oh, you guys. They're giving me like stomach hurting laughter. You're gonna destroy the room. No!
No. Backflip.
Hey Fern, we're having some acrobatic feather toy time, thanks to Connie.
I'm sorry, Lionel.
What?
I just popped him in the head with it.
Oh.
You alright? He says he's fine.
They say they're indestructible. Don't. No.
Hold on.
No.
And it's all raveled around here.
No, Wilson, come on.
Or is he? We got a situation here. We need to do.
One way or the other.
Yeah.
Having to scruff this one because he's gonna try and eat it.
I'll just do the stick through that way. That's probably the safer bet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Crisis averted. No. Zelda is very acrobatic. You want to hold the camera and let me have a turn with it? Anyone who just got here, this is a stick toy from our Amazon wish list that Connie bought for the kittens, so breaking it in tonight. Now I'll take my turn. That's your hand.
So far, so good. And we have a backup feather thing for it.
Right on top of her.
Percy and Lionel are tired. They're carrying around a lot more weight than the others.
Crash into each other. There's Stella at it again.
I don't know what her deal is.
Stella has my leg. This up for you guys.
Should probably move that too, yeah. We didn't move all the obstacles before we started playing.
Oh, you have a chatter now too.
Who was that? Wilson?
Zelda, I think.
I think fatigue has started to set in. Zelda's over here. Lionel and Hank. Wilson's still going. Percy says I quit. And Wilson just said I quit. Yeah, I'm gonna go in there and see her in just a minute. She was being sweet. She and Clara had a little bit of a dust up. Was it last night that I came up here and told you that?
Yeah, it wasn't when I was here, so.
It wasn't bad, but I think it scared Clara. I'm not really even sure what caused it.
I love it. He's just like Tigger. It's like a pogo cat.
Lily acts really interested in it, but when you take it over towards her, she's just like, eh, let me sniff it for a minute. But speaking of Stella, her skin is continuing to improve. It's almost healed up.
I was pretty good about not latching onto it. There is a little tooth mark on it from you know who already.
Yeah. The one who also clawed me while I was trying to get it from him. Everybody needs a nail trim.
We say that all the time and then we never do. They do have scratchers that's supposed to help.
Oh, careful, Lionel.
They definitely need actual trims too. It says, get off of me. Nope. Almost got it.
now he does have it.
Doc doesn't normally get it. Come on, Missy. Now let it go. Now let it go. Thank you. The rest of them normally can distract him with a toy or scruff him and get it loose, but not Wilson.
Well, Wilson's pretty committed. This is probably not a toy I can use to play with him while there are other people downstairs. Hear constant thumps on the floor.
No. I said no, you can't do it. You can't do it. You can't have it. Thank you. You're just too good at this, buddy. Faster than me. No one else can compete with Wilson in sheer vertical height. I know I can get it. This time I'll get it. Yeah, he's just like, take her. Oh.
He almost got it. Hank was over there stalking it.
Yeah. I didn't know it was gonna go right to him when I did that.
Lionel. Whoa. This phone has super zoom.
Sometimes it doesn't want to zoom back out.
I got it.
There we go. It's cold at first, and now you guys are making me hot.
Yeah, I only had to turn the heater on for about 2 minutes before I was hot. Yeah, Wilson doesn't mess around with the jumps. Hank's pretty good too. Zelda's kind of shown off. Poor Lionel. He's so big. He jumps as best he can, but he normally doesn't land them.
Do your best, Lionel.
He's pretty good. Make Doc jump. He just doesn't land all the time. Sometimes he does. More than Lionel does.
He's a little bit heavier than he needs to be, probably, too.
Yeah, Doc needs to trim down a bit. It's so hard to manage how much of the dry food they eat because you don't want to leave too little, you don't want to leave too much, and we haven't found the right balance yet.
Is it your turn now? You just jumped like 10 times in a row. Fake out. Not again, not again, not again. That's too good.
You guys ever get tired? Lionel says he does. Yeah, I mean, if we were here, all the time, like all night, or basically if we lived here and we could put down food at certain times or whatever, it probably wouldn't be as difficult. But not being here as often as we are at home, I never know exactly how much to leave because if
Stella eats it,
well,
and the other cats eat it.
Doc and Clara tend to eat more than Lily and Stumpy do. I mean, they could have just finished canned food, and as soon as you put the dry food down, they go straight for it. But hopefully they'll have Forever Home soon, and they can be on a regular schedule with food. Oh, they definitely eat enough. They're not hungry. Yeah, we have ours at home on a pretty normal schedule. We do feed them 3 times a day, but it's measured out.
We don't leave food down all the time for
Yeah,
them.
no free feeding at home because we have a couple that would just eat until they exploded. Not all of them, but at least 2 of them would.
Oh, Doc.
What are you doing, Stella? She finally came back out. She's eyeballing Clara, I think. No, don't step on. Hey, no, come on.
Trying to see if she was interested in feathers,
Hey,
but
Stella.
she's not.
Sorry, I don't know how to work this phone. I hit something, I guess. Your screen got dim and then that popped up. Did she go back in there already?
Sounds like it. No.
Wilson. Oh, I gotta get off the floor or I'm not gonna be able to get back up.
Wait.
Are you tired, Lionel? Ah, you're hot. Yeah, we found one particular food that all of our cats will eat, with the exception of Murray. Murray has to be on that special, what is it? Urinary SO food, prescription food, but the rest of them all get the same thing and they all eat it. There's different flavors. It's the Authority brand from PetSmart.
For the canned food.
Yeah, and there's one flavor that they'll all eat.
Turkey and giblets. And then their dry food is a grain-free Instinct.
Does it mean your battery's dying when it gets this dim?
No,
Sorry.
it's just because you
Oh,
cover up the sensor.
okay.
It gets confused. It fixes itself eventually.
Yeah, we've tried to switch flavors. You know, we used to try to alternate so maybe they wouldn't get tired of the same thing, but
I didn't like the chicken flavor as
yeah,
much.
for whatever reason, the chicken flavor didn't go over too well.
And we avoid stuff that's got fish or beef because those can be allergens. So we just stick with the poultry flavors.
I'm gonna give it back to you.
No, no,
Oh, no, no, no.
you distracted me. Okay, my turn is up, I guess. Look what he did to it.
You get one?
He broke a little piece of one off and like stripped the, I forget what they're called, the parts of the feather off part of it. Am I crazy? Oh, here it is. Sorry, gotta throw this away so nobody eats it.
Not out tomorrow and see if you want to play with it today. She seems sort of interested.
Stella's back out. You guys tired? We wear you out.
They ought to be. I'm tired of watching them.
Gives you an arm workout too.
You're gonna put this in here with us.
Are you tired?
We can play with it again tomorrow.
Yeah, I tried not having him on that one just because, you know, we do feed all the rest of them grain-free dry food and things without animal byproducts and all of that sort of thing. So he was on good food, like better canned food than the authority that we're feeding now and the grain-free instinct, but he still flared back up, so.
But he hasn't done it again since they gave him those other antibiotics the last time. I mean, part of me wonders if we could switch him back, but I don't want to risk it again.
Yeah, the fact that it works for him, don't want to experiment again.
Because it just kept happening over and over and over. He would get better and then it would come back. He'd get better, it would come back.
And he had to keep having steroids and antibiotics, and they didn't want to have to keep doing the antibiotics because you can develop the resistance and then get a superbug, and steroids aren't good long term, so.
What happened to the other one?
The other what?
Kicker.
That you didn't open? Or
This
that
is
you
the one
did?
I just opened. Yeah, the
Oh,
one that
I
opened
don't know.
before. Somebody dragged it back here.
Probably. So yeah, he's on that, and he's also on amitriptyline, like I think it's anti-anxiety or Prozac sort of drug to also help with that,
I see two back there. It must be out here somewhere.
with the possible like psychological component of it. I don't know. We'll find it before we leave. They hit it. So yeah, that works for him. So that's what we'll keep him on for, as long as it does work, I guess. And we just started ordering it online through our vet pharmacy thing. It's a little bit cheaper that way, but it also saves us so much time. Put it on auto ship. Don't have to leave work and go to the vet's office to pick up food, and don't have to call ahead to make sure they've got a full case of it or whatever.
I'm getting you back out, guys. Putting the other one back in here.
I think you can do it through like Chewy and stuff too, but for probably even cheaper. But we just decided to stick with our vet thing. I mean, he only needs a bag of the dry food every 4 months or something, and then I think every 6 weeks he gets a case of canned food, so. You should definitely be tired. You just go and go and go. Did you make yourself thirsty? Doc says he likes having his own.
Yeah, he loves those things.
No more sharing. No more having to leave it with the kittens. Baby or kittens. Clara likes them too. Don't you? You're still in a spookable mood. Well, hey. What you doing? I like her little tiny little tufts on their ears. Just faint little tufts. Yeah, it's hard for us to be able to tell who's doing what in the litter boxes since we have so many cats and so many litter boxes. But we definitely notice when he's having a flare up when he goes in more often than usual and squats for like 20 minutes and nothing happens. We also have a water fountain to try and get him to drink more water. I'm not sure if he really likes the fountain, which we got, specifically for him, but the other cats definitely like it. I forget which one of them used to like to drink from the faucet. That was a long time ago. Might have been Luna when she was a lot younger.
We should look at that other kicker.
We just got it and we lost it already.
There's two in there.
Did you check under the couch in there?
No.
You might have dragged it in there already. Little mischief makers. But I guess since we're almost 48 minutes, about our usual length, we'll probably start to wrap it up. Luckily, I don't think he's ever had an actual blockage. They always, check for that whenever he's having a flare up, but it's always just been crystals in his bladder and like the scratching of the urethra or whatever from the crystals. But luckily, he's never had an actual blockage. And we'd like to keep it that way. One of my parents' cats had a blockage and almost died from it when I was a teenager.
I don't know.
We have to yell at the dog constantly not to drink out of the fountain since it does, like the quicker the water gets dirty, the quicker it gets sort of clogged up and you gotta clean it out and scrub the goop out of the pump.
It's down there. I see it.
I've thought about getting a bigger one for the dogs since the one dog seems to always want to drink out of the fountain.
There's a nice toy collection down here.
Doc, I saw you do that. You're lucky you kept it in the box this time. He stood at the door of the box and almost peed out of it. I don't know why you do that, Doc.
I don't know. Something.
Maybe we need to get one of those, like, enter from the top boxes and train him to use that.
Maybe so. It's something he acquired later. He didn't do that when he first started using it.
None of the other cats do it, and there's no adult male cats. He just randomly decided that's what he's got to do. I'm glad your cat made it, though, Connie. It's definitely scary when that happens. So fingers crossed that Murray doesn't get that bad or have any more flare-ups and continues to do well. Because he's not even that old. He's only... How old is Murray?
6, maybe. 6.
He can't be that old.
No, he was 2013. What?
Yeah.
Probably 4.
Got him in summer 2013. So, yeah. 4.5, I guess, ish going on. He was one of the ones we found outside my office. So all I can do to clean one of them that they like prefer to go in because it's outside the main room with all the litter boxes. I clean that one twice a day usually, and then the other, how many is it? 7. The other 7 I clean once a day. You guys ready to go back in your room? You ready to have the room to yourself, Stumpy? And then these get cleaned twice a day, at least, and sometimes re-scooped since they like to go as soon as you scoop it. That's a good idea. Like we normally like the tall ones because that seems to help keep the other cats at least from peeing outside of them or making as much of a mess. But he's got his own habits. What are you doing?
Doing what he does about 100 times a day.
Why do you do this?
Because that's where all the food is.
You are already chubby. You don't need any more food. No, bud. No, bud. You guys already bought too much stuff. We might just add another one to our next Chewy Auto ship. I think the one we got was a couple bucks. What you doing? Claire says, these are my favorite. She says, oh, he took it. There we go, that's mine. I think when we looked at, what's that live stream that has a gigantic room full of cats, they definitely had like a really big litter box.
Oh, that was the Friends of Felines Rescue.
Yeah, they have like a room just full of cats, like all open together. And a bunch of like special needs cats that we could tell from watching it a little bit.
Clara.
Like the kinds that, oh, what's it called? Stop trying to eat that. The brain condition where they're like wobbly and fall over. Cerebellar hyperplasia, maybe? They had a few of their cats had stuff like that, but they had a really big litter box. Like 4 times the size of one of ours at least.
Oh.
Why did you leave it there?
She did it the whole time. She
I
decided
know.
to try to climb it.
I know, but you know better. I'll put it over on the other side.
I wasn't very smart, Zelda.
But we need to wrap it up and put them back in there anyway so we can head home and eat some late dinner and feed the other cats and do some laundry and go to bed and come to work and do it again.
I just have to skip dinner in lieu of laundry and going to bed.
No, you will eat dinner. So we'll thank all you guys for stopping by. Connie, Larry, Fern, Lynette. Is there anyone else? Am I missing anyone? I don't think so. If I missed you, I'm sorry. But thank you everyone for watching and checking in, and thank you Connie for the gifts. Should be regular time tomorrow. So we will see you then. Say bye, Doc.